Hello, Sun and Lakes. Here we're talking about low pressure systems. If you have one of these boxes on the side of your house, obviously you have a low pressure system. Low pressure system consists of a pump inside of a tank, inside of a septic tank, float wires, one which turns on and off your pump, and one that alarms you and lets you know what's going on if you have any issues.
So with Hurricane Dorian approaching and us getting ready for that, how does this affect homeowners who have a low pressure tank and power is lost?
Power, with Dorian coming around, losing power will cause you for this box not to work. Obviously, your alarm won't go off, your floats won't work, your pump won't work.
So as a homeowner or resident, what should we do during this time?
Biggest key is water usage. Slow down on your water usage, be conservative with it. Small amounts times in showers, brushing your teeth, cut off the water, flushing your toilets, minimize as best as possible.
If a homeowner does not do that, then what happens as a result of not conserving water?
As you're using water, this tank will fill up. This is not the actual tank that is in your ground, but it's a representation of it. Now, once this tank fills up, one, your flow will come up, pump won't work. Two, second flow will come up, alarm won't go off. So at that point, it'll start going back into towards the home. Closest toilet to this box will start showing the first signs, which is gurgling, not flushing correctly.
Right.
Second is your showers. So start filling up your showers, and now you know you have a problem.
So once water starts backing up into the house, what options do Sun Lake residents have during the hurricane and power outage?
Options that they have are calling themselves a septic company. They can come out and pump you down, pump out the whole tank, which will give you even more space than you have at the moment. And two is calling yourself an electrician, trying to see if you can actually get a system hooked up into here in order to bypass the power outage and hook up into a generator.
So it's basically critical for them to get power to that box in order for the pump to continue to work so they can continue to use their restroom and use the showers and not be affected and have backups, correct?
It consists of one breaker which actually turns on and off your pump, gives power to the whole system, and this is your alarm breaker. Either of these being compromised will cause a problem.
Okay. Can Sun Lake residents call Sun and Lake or the district to assist them during this time?
No. Sun Lake's Utilities Department has 11 lift stations, 2 wastewater plants, and a water plant that we have to make sure that everything is correct and done right at these plants. We cannot compromise these plants because, one, if these plants go down, we have major issues.
So the district's major priority is to keep plants and the water system, utility systems operational. And then the second primary goal is for residents to conserve water as much as possible so they don't incur backups into their homes.
Correct. Now, having a portable generator will help a lot. If you get yourself an electrician, he could do a small little hookup into here, which would actually plug into your generator and get the system running right back to normal.
So as far as going back to the conservation, we want to make sure, just as an estimate, what would be a good guess of how many showers and bathroom usage you could use once power is lost and you don't have power to that box?
I would say maybe a good 5 showers, a couple of rinses, toilet flushes, not a lot.
So it really doesn't.
It depends on the amount of people that actually are in the home, and the amount of water being used is very minimal.
Minimal use, okay. So I think that recaps. We just want to stress and urge residents to conserve water.
Correct.
There's a list of appropriate vendors for septic companies if you start getting backups to pump you down. But the district operations will not be going around to pump system down.
Unfortunately, it's just way too much for us to do, trying to figure out, making sure all of our plants and our lift stations are working properly and having to go to each home and pump everybody down. It's just, we do not have the manpower for it.
All right. So residents just need to take precautions, contact the electrician, make sure you got a generator if you do, make sure you have power to that box, and just be safe.
Thank you.